When's ranked coming to Pokemon Pocket? This is a question that gets asked a lot by a lot of players, and it makes a lot of sense. Ranked ladders, i.e., you play games, you win, a number goes up, you feel good about yourself, you lose, the number goes bad, you feel bad about yourself, you hate the game, you question your self worth. Very common inside of card games and competitive PvP games in general. It's only natural that Pocket's audience wants something like this for the game. That being said, today I'd like to ask the question, does Pokemon Pocket actually need a ranked mode? Will it actually make the game better? Or will it actually make the game worse? Let's go ahead and talk about both sides of this and give you my opinion on the topic. To start, there is currently no official information about a ranked mode ever coming to Pokemon Pocket. We currently have a PvP event going on that has some assets in it that were speculated like they could be used for rank mode at some point in the future, but I think it's clear from this event launching at the start of November that this is not the case, and these are slated for this style of PvP event. Ranked modes, in my opinion, are something that are a net negative overall for games like Pokemon Pocket, and I think they're actually a leading cause of players attritioning out of playing the game. We talk about mobile games and games like Pokemon Pocket employing predatory tactics in terms of monetization, but I think it's also important to acknowledge that a lot of these games employ predatory tactics outside of simply reaching into your wallet in order to keep you glued to the screen. Ranked ladders are one of the prime examples of this in games like Marvel Snap and Hearthstone and Magic Arena and others in the card battling space. We say a tactic inside of one of these games is predatory if it's manipulating you psychologically to engage with the game in a way that you otherwise organically wouldn't want to. Ranked ladders encourage you to play more games and play games with decks that you might not necessarily like or think are fun for the sake of making that ranked number go up faster. It's also important to acknowledge that in almost every one of these card battling games, ladder modes are not designed to measure skill. They are designed to keep you in the game playing more frequently. And because of this design, a primary factor of these ranked ladders is not strictly how much you're winning. You'll go up faster if you win more so it's how much you are playing. You can overcome a lack of play skill by meeting volume. And then when you get into the tippy top of most ranked ladders in a game like Marvel Snap, for example, you're going to have a ton of similarly skilled players where ultimately the person who achieves that highest and most sought after ranked number is the person who plays the most in addition to being reasonable at the game. One of the reasons why I would wager Pokemon Pocket has launched without a ranked mode is because the type of behavior these ranked ladders in other games encourage are explicitly not behavior any of the systems in Pocket is encouraging from you so far. What do I mean by this? Well, there's nothing in Pocket that means you feel compelled to play a strictly best deck or even compelled to play the game at all if you're not getting intrinsic joy from simply playing the game. Pokemon Pocket is designed so you can simply enjoy collecting the cards, but there's also a game there if that's something that's going to let you have fun. It feels to me like Pocket wants to structure itself so people play the game when they have fun playing the game, and when they don't have time to grind a bunch of games or they're not enjoying their decks or their meta, they can simply log in and still build their collection every day through opening packs and wonder picks without feeling overwhelmed or like they're getting behind or like they're having to do chores inside of their activity that is supposed to be fun. I think Pocket's design philosophy towards no rank to start with is shown even further inside of our first PvP event that's going on as I'm recording this. We see in this event, while there are cosmetics for your profile that you can get for winning games and even a little bit of cosmetic shine dust, the real tangible value gotten inside of the client, i.e. things that progress your collection, hourglasses to open more packs, are simply locked behind participating in the event. You can play 10 games and lose all of them and still get just as much account progression as someone who gets the maximum number of wins over the course of this entire event. And even the wins, there's no pressure when you're losing. There's no ratio of wins to losses to climb a specific ladder. You just need to achieve a specific number of wins to max out that shine dust and badge rewards over the course of the event. The psychological components of how this event is structured compared to how ranked ladders make people feel in other games similar to Pokemon Pocket are completely different. And I think the dynamic that this PvP Pocket event is taking is far healthier for the players that will be engaging with it than the average ladder system is in competing games like Marvel Snap or Hearthstone. If you're someone that really wants a ranked ladder in Pokemon Pocket, I think an important question to ask yourself is, do you actually want a ranked ladder and all of the psychological components that come along with that being addition to the game? Or do you actually just want another way to earn rewards to advance your collection? And if so, would you likely be happier if you could simply get those extra packs to open from something like the PvP event that's going on right now, or the Lapras style PvE event that's no stress giving you promo packs? Or is it actually that making the number go up that you crave? Is the ranked ladder truly going to add value to your gameplay experience, or is it going to be a contributing factor to your stress when you open the client and ultimately causing you to burn out if you can't meet goals that you've set for yourself artificially? In closing, I think it's probably apparent from my thoughts that I've shared here today that I think I personally would prefer if they didn't bring a ranked ladder to Pokemon Pocket. After playing the game for over a month now inside of its soft and now global launch, I think the way in which I feel while engaging with the PvP aspects of Pokemon Pocket feel far healthier than any of the other various card games I've engaged with in the past that encourage the ranked ladder number must go up gameplay that turns into an endless grind that can often be frustrating. If anything, I think I'd like to see more other games take the Pocket style approach of making the gameplay be something you should want to experience if you're going to have fun with it, but also you don't feel like you need to be compelled to engage with it in a way that's tantamount to doing chores if you need a break or simply don't have time in your schedule to keep up with playing the game like that for hours a day. I think if you're someone who's looking for a competitive outlet while enjoying playing a ton of Pokemon Pocket, the community tournaments being run in places like LimitlessTCG.com are a fantastic outlet for that. And I think if I was asking the Pokemon Pocket developers to add more competitive options to the game, I would like to see an in-client tournament set up so I don't have to use a third-party website to access it and can simply jump into some type of tournament queue and maybe play it for some type of nominal in-game prize that's self-contained one and done, not this endless ladder grind that we see in other games. What are your thoughts on if we should eventually see a ranked mode in Pokemon Pocket? Did my opinion in today's video give you some different thoughts on it, or do you think it's something that we still need? I'd love to hear in the comments down below as to why, and maybe you convinced me that I should feel differently than I do. As always, thanks for making it through to the end of the video. I'd appreciate it if you smash that like button if you enjoyed my discussion on this topic today, and consider subscribing to the channel. I give breakdowns and thoughts on things related to Pokemon Pocket like this video. We do metagame roundups for the different tournaments like I was talking about that are run at Limitless TCG, and we do a ton of off-meta deck brewing with lots of fantastically fun cards that Pokemon Pocket has to offer. Enjoy the rest of your day, and may your next pack be an awesome one.